You're a gentle parent, but now you're scratching your head thinking, how do I convince my skeptical spouse of this parenting style, of gentle parenting? I'm a parenting coach. My name is Marcela Collier, and I've coached thousands of parents around the world. And after having a lot of consultations with a lot of couples over the past 2 years, I found something. And I'm going to show you 2 things that I found that are setting couples up for failure when it comes to being on the same page on their parenting style, and another thing that other parents are doing that is a winner and is producing results for them, especially the ones that one of them was on board with gentle parenting and the other one came in a little bit later. How did they do? And if your spouse is skeptical because they feel that gentle parenting doesn't have discipline or consequences, that cannot be more far from the truth. And at the end, I'm going to show you how you can learn age-appropriate consequences that are gentle consequences, yet effective, broken down by age. If you are new to me, my name is Marcela Collier, owner of Impact Club, parenting education online platform. Over there, I have classes, workshops, an ebook, and a course to help you respond to your children's behaviors from the understanding of their needs. If that kind of content, I call it parenting with understanding, if that is of value to you, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. One of my followers sent me for about a period of 2 weeks videos of her trying to convince her husband that gentle parenting was the way. And those videos, it wasn't a conversation, it was more of an argument. The back and forth, it just looked like bickering back and forth. She was telling him that yelling was going to be detrimental for the child's emotional development and well-being, and the husband was responding back, but if I don't correct him now, he's going to break the law in the future. And it was a little back and forth. She didn't know what else to do to get her husband to understand that gentle parenting is the way to raise children. The first thing that I see is a mom who really wants to be on the same page. And I'm sure he wants to be on the same page too. But the avenue she was using was not successful. It's because when people feel attacked in their core beliefs on how to raise a child the proper way, they shut down. It isn't that you cannot talk about it, but then if you come as judgmental, if you don't do this way, then your child is going to turn out this way, and your way is wrong, my way is right. That's a recipe for disaster when it comes to bridging gap of communication with your spouse. The other common thing that I've seen among my followers and even clients is that when they come to me, they tell me, but my husband or my wife thinks that I'm being too soft, that I'm being a doormat, that I don't set limits. Then they have a consultation with me or they enroll in the Parenting with Understanding program. And the first thing that they realized is that their spouses were right. Yes, you might be opening your eyes wide open to me, but because you decided to do gentle parenting, that does not mean that you cannot be permissive. I've seen many permissive gentle parents, although gentle parenting on itself is not permissive. But what happens is, if you decide to do gentle parenting, but you don't educate yourself on getting better skills and better tools to handle behavior, you will either go back to yelling or spanking, or you're going to become permissive, not because you don't want to set limits, but because you don't know how to set them. And it comes out as permissive, not just to the kids, but to your spouse. So let's go on how to convince them. The first thing on how to convince them is that to show them that it works. If we say that gentle parenting is effective handling behavior, we need to show that it is effective handling children's behaviors. Yeah. And I know that parenting is more about our responses and our reactions than our children's responses. However, if people see that, oh, these kids just go from tantrum to tantrum and it's getting worse, something's got to change. And there is actually a way to improve behaviors without manipulating your children and without putting them in a corner, without making them feel shameful. I'm a certified positive discipline educator, and I teach parents all the time these tools to be effective handling behavior in respect from understanding. One of the members of the Parenting with Understanding program, when she came to me, she told me that she wasn't sure about enrolling because her husband was not on board. And then I let her know that her child is either going to get one of two things. He's either going to get two parents that have no idea how to respond effectively to behavior and are going to be bouncing between permissiveness and authoritarian parenting style, or the child, for the meantime, is going to get a fully equipped parent that knows parenting with understanding with an authoritarian parent. So which one of the two do you choose? Then she said, I choose the second one. Okay, she enrolled in the program, and this is what happened. 2 weeks later, she emailed me, and then she said, can my husband have login information for the members area? And I said, what happened? I thought that he wasn't on board. And then she said he wasn't, but I enrolled in the program because I wanted to improve my children's nighttime behaviors. There were a lot of nighttime tantrums, and they stopped after all the things that I learned in the program. And not just that, I beat other behaviors, daytime behaviors, like bothering our dog. And my husband was like, what are you doing? I don't even see you yelling. Please teach me. So that's actually a really good way to convince a skeptical person. It is for you to show that this works, but for that you need to gain the skills. Again, if you want to start your parenting education, just click the link in the description. You can start today. Now, many spouses, skeptical spouses, say, but I don't see that gentle parenting has discipline, has consequence, and that's so far from the truth. I do believe in consequences and discipline, but I don't believe in punishment. Now, they don't understand that difference. You have to explain to them what is that difference. But in order for you to explain that to them, you need to know what it is. And I explained that, broken down by ages, the difference between punishment and discipline, and the different consequences that work according to each stage in this video. I'll see you there. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. By the way, all September is going to be about co-parenting, how to be on the same page. So follow me on Instagram for more.